Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another Transformers video here today. And while we are approaching the movie, each day we're getting closer. I think we're about 15 days away now from when I'm going to see it, at least. But the global release is in about, I think, 16 or 17 days. But I did want to just talk about one significant thing that a lot of people are still kind of confused on going into the movie, and that is, will Transit be in the movie? And what's going on with the whole Transit versus Optimus scene, which was supposed to lead off the movie. So today I'm just going to be covering what we know about it so far and delivering the unfortunate news for those of you who are Transit fans. And that would be, of course, that Transit has been cut from the movie. This is according to multiple sources. A lot of these people actually are the people that they brought in for the early screenings. There were people that initially said a few months back that Transit was in the pre-renditions of the final cut of the movie, but the reason he was actually cut, and this is the craziest part, the scene was originally going to play out similar to Demolisher at the beginning of Revenge of the Fallen, where you have the Shanghai scene, the RC twin, the twins and the RC triplets, and Sideswipe take out Sideways, and then Ironhide and Prime take out Demolisher. So this was going to be similar to that, and we've seen shots of this scene in the trailer. It's where Optimus is driving in the rain in the bus yard, and he transforms in the bus yard. That has all been cut from the movie, as far as we know. Now, this is not anything uncommon. There are shots that are thrown into trailers all the time that never make the final cut. The most famous I can remember off the top of my head was from the Infinity War trailer, where it ended off with a shot of all the heroes, and including Hulk in Wakanda charging towards the screen. And that was just a scene that was amazing to look at in the trailer, but it was simply never in the movie. Hulk never even came out in that movie. But back to this Transit scene. So that's why that scene is still in the trailer, and people are thinking, oh yeah, he's in the movie. But unfortunately, he's not. In the people who saw the latest of the pretty much the final cut rendition that is going to be seen, he's not in the movie. So, and the reason for that was because it was this Prime, it was going to be Prime versus Transit, and Prime was going to take him out in such a violent way that it would remind people of Bay vs. Prime. And this is obviously something they didn't want. Apparently people were complaining about it, which led to it ultimately getting cut. And whether or not it's getting cut because of people complaints or their studio decision, nobody knows. But apparently Optimus was going to take him out in a violent way, and it was just going to be a very cool way to open the movie. And this is something that this isn't anything new. This is actually corroborated if you go back, and you can look this up yourself, looking back months to where the first reports of people seeing the early screenings, and this obviously isn't supposed to leak out, but just like any movie, it does leak out. And they did do a bunch of early screenings for this Transformers movie, and everyone was saying that Prime just goes crazy and takes Transit out in the beginning of this movie in a really cool way. But obviously they decided to reel back on it and get rid of it ultimately, because honestly, they're probably trying to come at Optimus from, this is a fresh start for them. They can tell Optimus as like he was in G1, like he was in the Netflix show, or they can go with Bayverse. And I'm guessing they're going to go with a mix of the Netflix show and G1, where Optimus is a bit more, not necessarily inexperienced, but not as sure with his motivations. He's not the Optimus that we know him as. And I covered a little bit of that in a video about a week ago, about some of Optimus's character differences. But my point in this being that if they come in here showing him being a total ruthless badass to literally open the movie, because this scene was going to be the opening scene of the movie, if they come out just like that, it's just going to confuse people even more, being like, okay, this is the same Optimus we know and love, the absolute maniac that we were left off with in the Bay movies. But no, they don't want to create that familiarity right away. They want to give this Optimus a chance to breathe and grow into his own character. And obviously, he's still going to be kicking ass and be ruthless in the battles that we've seen bits and pieces of in the trailers towards the end of the movie. So I don't think this is going to detract from anything significantly. It obviously would have been really cool to see, but like all these large-scale movies, scenes are going to get cut, and unfortunately, Transit was the one Decepticon that was going to be in this movie, is no longer in this movie. So as far as we know at this point, there is not a single Decepticon in this movie. besides from the possibility of a post-credit scene. Other than that, we got our 3 Terracons, Unicron if you're counting him as one, and then our Autobot and Maximal cast, along with the Freezers, the more drone type guys, and the the Scorponok. That was what I was thinking. But yeah, unfortunate news for those of you who are excited or expecting to see Transit, but going into this movie, you just got to know you're not going to see him. Transit has been cut. But yeah, that's all I really have to say in the video here today, guys. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Are you okay with it? Are you really upset about this? Personally, I'm okay with it because I think down the line or in the DVD edition or something, I think we're still going to get this scene. I don't think they're going to get rid of this scene because this was obviously a polished off scene that was done if they're showcasing parts of it in the trailer. It was a scene that was pretty far in production with the rest of the actual movie itself. It's not like an early concept or anything. They finished the scene. So I would not be surprised if we got that in an extended or director's cut DVD that comes out however many months later down the line after it's out of theaters. But we'll just have to wait and see. Likes, dislikes, anything's appreciated. Let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, peace.